This complete. All right, welcome again, everyone, to episode 2 of our alumni series. So we started this episode last month. This is something that I've always wanted to do. We've had 15 completed cohorts at ScholarUP Mentoring Academy. For those of you who know, we graduated cohort 15 and we just onboarded cohort 16 yesterday. So they will be officially starting tomorrow. So this is something I've always wanted to do all the while, to make sure that we continue to touch bases as an alumni community, so that those who pass through our program don't just graduate and that's all. That you graduate and you still have touch points, you have opportunity to come back as a guest speaker, to just check in and to show your expertise. And as a way to network. At the center of this event, the most important thing is to network with like-minded people, move forward, see how you can improve your public speaking skills, your networking skills. You have audience that you can share what you're working with. And with this audience, you can collaborate. You have people who will buy from you if they need your services, if you're a service provider, and things like that. So that has been like our mission and our goal. So I'll go ahead and share my screen right now before so that we can get started. I'm so excited. I'm really excited that we are having this session again today. All right. Confirm if you can see my screen. I can see my screen, so I believe you can see my screen too. Okay. So today we have our topic, which is Voices of Impact, right? That's our topic is always around elevation. And we have 3 wonderful women, wonderful guest speakers. So it's like a lineup of women. I'm just realizing it. There's a lineup of women today who will be speaking to us on different topics. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. But before I move forward, let me say a little bit about ScholarUP Mentoring Academy. To those who I see that we have a couple of guests today who are not alumni member, who have not really been a part of our programs. So ScholarUP Mentoring Academy, first and foremost, my name is Dr. Amaka Ifeduba, and I'm the founder of ScholarUP Mentoring Academy. We started last year. So we are gradually going to complete 2 years in no distant future. We started our programs last year. We've had, like I mentioned at the beginning, we have our LinkedIn Elevation program, which is a program that helps professionals to actually build their brand on LinkedIn, right? People are able to learn how to do content writing, content marketing, how to position themselves, how to network on LinkedIn. It's a 21-day program that go on every month at the beginning of the month. So I was mentioning that cohort 16 was just onboarded yesterday and you're officially starting tomorrow. So what does that tell you? This is the beginning of October. So we've kept to that calendar by the book, like back to back. We've kept to the calendar of having our monthly cohort, having registrants who come into the cohort, and then we work with them, and then they go on to become part of the alumni community. And then this is like an extension of that, because as I was mentioning, it's not enough that people go through a program. For me, the kind of coach I am, I want to keep in touch with people, right? I want to see where they are. I want to see how well they are doing, and I want to hear from them. All right. So just to speak a little bit about my journey, what I do now, like I mentioned, I said I'm a certified life coach. And then I'm also a personal branding coach, which is what we do in our elevation program. We tend to do that for people. And then US grad school. Actually, ScholarUP Mentoring Academy started from guiding students, especially students of African descent, who are trying to come to the United States for grad school. Myself, I'm Nigerian. I left Nigeria at the tail end of 2021 to come to the United States for my PhD. So I got that done in 3 years. I graduated last December. And then I moved out of Texas. I got my PhD at Texas A&M University. Some of you who know me, you know all of that story. I'm sharing this information mostly for the people who are meeting us for the first time. I see Colin joined, and I saw, what's her name? Is it Larissa? Who have not really been around. So my degree was in horticultural plant breeding. Right now, I work in the ag tech industry. So that's really what I do as a corporate job. And then every other thing I do with ScholarUP is more, it's like my baby. It's a passion project, right? I'm so passionate about people. So I find a way to keep going, to keep doing that. So this is our 21 days program. So far, we've had participants from over 20 countries. We've had more than 500 people sign up, and it's been ongoing, and we've just started cohort 16, as I mentioned. And so these are some of the alumni, some of the people that have passed through our cohort. I always like to celebrate them, to shout them out, just to continue to motivate them to show up and keep moving forward. So these are some of our alumni. These are some of them. Some of you see your faces here, more to come, right? That is that for the introduction for the event. So right now I'm going to be passing it on to the first speaker, Blessing Omokaro. Yes, that's right. Blessing Omokaro, she's a digital marketing strategist with certifications in digital marketing from the University of Illinois and Google. That's not small certification. Let me see some love emojis. I'm not seeing reactions. Are you people not happy to be here? Do you know the speakers who are here to talk to you? It's not easy. Give me some emojis. Let me know that we are together. So she's the founder of Smart Work, where she helps business owners and women learn the skills they need to grow their businesses in today's digital world. Blessing has worked with brands like Apes Mind Consult and Simba Tech Hub, helping them drive visibility and sales with meter art and growth marketing strategy. She is passionate about teaching business owners how to use Facebook and Instagram ads the right way to increase sales, reach more customers, and grow their businesses with simple, practical digital strategies. So please, with a lot of emojis, with a lot of happiness, with a lot of chats, let's welcome Blessing to the stage. Thank you so much, Blessing, for coming. Thank you for all the beautiful work you're doing. We are so proud to have you as part of our alumni and seeing that you are really carrying it on and you're doing all these wonderful things. So I'm going to pass the mic now to you, Blessing. Welcome on board.
Thank you very much, Coach. Thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity, and I don't take it for granted. Can everyone hear me? I don't take the opportunity for granted. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone that made it here this evening. I appreciate every single one. Thank you. I'm going to go straight to my slide so that where to share so that I'll share my screen. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to.
You should see the
Oh,
share.
yeah, okay. Because I was trying to share and it wasn't.
Yeah, I realized it was one person. Yeah, you should be able to do it now.
Okay. So can everybody see my screen now?
I see it.
Okay. All right. First of all, before I start again, I just want to say thank you once again, Coach. Thank you. ScholarUP was a life-changing experience. Honestly, that's what I'll say. The community, the people, the daily nugget, like the daily tips on how to build a personal brand and grow on LinkedIn, and it was amazing. I started my LinkedIn growth and personal brand journey through ScholarUP. Like that was my first encounter before I started building and building and building. And then it helped me even gain structure and clarification, because at first it was just bits and bits here. Then after the program, I began to, I got more clarity. That's what I would say that ScholarUP did for me, clarity. So if you are someone who is probably you are confused or you are trying to get clarity or you don't know exactly the path to go, you're having like 3 different paths or more even set out for you. You don't know. I would advise that you join ScholarUP Academy. I would advise that you join the the elevation program. Like it's amazing. The community is amazing, and the tips shared, like every day, Coach Amaka literally personally goes through our LinkedIn posts every day. That is crazy. She usually say, I have a lot of work to do, but I still take my time to go through every single one. That's dedication that money cannot buy. That's dedication that that she's not just doing this for money. She's doing it because she's passionate about helping other people. So thank you once again, Coach, for this opportunity. I don't take it for granted. So I'll be diving straight to paid ads that build brands and drive business growth. So I'm a paid ad specialist. I started out as a digital marketing and social media, and then I streamlined to paid ads because I saw that a lot of businesses were missing out on this opportunity and they did not really know how to go about it. So I am a paid ad specialist. I'm a digital marketing strategist, but we focus to paid ads and most especially meta ads. I'm currently getting my certification as a certified media buyer under Facebook, under Meta. Not completed yet, not done yet, but I'm not done the exam yet, but I'm working towards that to become a partner with Meta on ads. So I think you already know my bio. I've already been read, so I'll just skip that. How I stumbled into Meta ads. I'll just quickly share this. So I started with my fashion illustration. I stumbled into Meta through my fashion illustration course. I saw the course Sketch Like a Pro, and I sold that course for 5,000 naira. I ran ads on it, and over 500 people signed up for the course. 500 people. I have the record on my Telegram. Over 500 when I ran ads. That was when I saw the power of ads. In fact, I got my first 1 million naira from running a meta ads with my course. And so that was when I realized how businesses are missing out on ads. And funny enough, the ad did not cost me. That ad, I set it up, it was like, I think 3,000 naira per day. And I was running consistently for like a month. So it was 3,000 naira for 30 days. And then I continued again. And that was how I got a registration of over 500 students signed up. And I made more than 1 million. And I made my first 1 million naira selling a digital product. That was around 2022. So that was my first encounter with meta ads. And I saw the power firsthand of putting your product to the right audience. So why Facebook ads matter? I'm streamlining this to Meta Facebook ads. It's challenging we all know how challenging it is to grow a business online today. If you have a business online or you're even trying to grow your personal brand, you know how challenging it is to grow a business online. And most of the time, majority of your followers do not see your posts. Majority of your followers, in fact, sometimes around 2 to 10% of your followers that actually see your posts. Even on LinkedIn, majority of your followers do not see your post. So that means, for example, if you have about 5,000 followers, maybe or probably just 100 to 200 or 500 of your followers are actually seeing your post. So there's actually need for businesses to run ads. It should be part of your growth strategy. Even as a personal brand, it should be part of your growth strategy. Even while relying on organic reach, it's still important that you invest into paid ads. The power of Facebook ad, massive reach, precise targeting, affordable and scalable. You know how much it costs to put a billboard, let's say in Lagos, to put a billboard of your business in Lagos? That should be around 500, what am I saying? Around 1 to 5 million naira, if I'm not mistaken, to put your product or service in a billboard in Lagos street with all the necessary permission and going around. Now imagine if with that billboard, you don't know who exactly is seeing the billboard. So you cannot actually, there's no precise targeting. So you don't even know if it's the right audience that is seeing your billboard, but you pay for it to put it up there. So imagine if you invest that amount, let's say you are putting in for as little as 5,000 naira a day, you can reach 1,000 persons with your product or services for as little as 5,000 naira. That's how affordable Facebook ad is. And even for LinkedIn ad, it's a bit more expensive than Facebook ads, but you can't compare that to putting up a billboard or printing posters. You can't compare that. The stress, the hassle to pay a graphic designer to do them before you print out and start posting on different places, and you don't even know, before you know, they even tore out your posters. So it's not even serving its purpose. So It's actually affordable and scalable. Facebook ads allow small businesses to compete with big brands. So it's no longer about who has the biggest budget. It's about who has the smartest strategy. So it's not, you don't have to have 2 million naira before you put up your ad on TV. I remember those days where before anybody will see your ad, you have to probably do radio jingle or put up your ad or pay. I grew up in Delta, so I had the channels that we NTA, ITV. So those times, NTA, ITV, you know how much you have to pay to actually put up your billboard. To put up ads, to run ads with you have to pay. It was in thousands those days. But now, small businesses, even brands coming up, startups, can actually compete on the same level with, big brands because of, paid ads. The three core words ads, Facebook ad build brand: visibility, massive reach. So imagine you are running ads, you're running awareness ads about a product, you're about to launch a product, and then, or you have a store, you just set up your store, like you just opened a store. Like there's a grill store close to me now, and I wouldn't know that the store is actually there unless I pass through that road. But there are people who would want to, take those particular kind of meal, but because they don't know about it, so they won't actually come to that place. I have this saying that if you can have the best product, but if nobody knows about it, then nobody will buy. So that means you can have the best of products and nobody knows. So that's one of the beauty of paid ads: visibility. You are creating awareness. Most people don't know about your brand yet. You are solving a huge problem. You are a coach that helps people define purpose. You are good at it, but nobody knows. And even the people that know, they don't value your skills, so they are not even paying you enough for it. Now, how do you target the kind of people that would value your skills to pay for it, to pay you enough that you are even motivated to do more? Through ads. So paid ads can actually expose your product or your brand to the right target audience that will pay you right. It is important that as businesses, we also have access to audience that will pay the commensurate to the value that we offer. Some of us are doing business here and offering services here, and we know that deep down we are not getting the kind of people that will pay enough, or that will pay what we actually offer compared to the value that we give. So how do you target right? Through ads, paid ads. So even as you are delivering content organically, paid ads give you the push. It's like a boost. It's like fuel to fire. It gives you the boost. Something that's already burning gives you the boost to reach even more people. Trust, building relationship. I don't know if any of us have seen the Nivea ad, or is it I think it's Nivea or Joy. Is it Nivea or Joy? Where I think it's Nivea, where they were running ads on different skin tones and different body weights and all that. That was a beautiful ad. And it was huge campaign across, all platforms. And, somehow it's stuck in the brain that when you are suggesting something to someone, you be, oh, why not try Nivea? Why? Because they've already painted a picture to you that Nivea is for all skin types. Or Nivea makes your skin glow. It doesn't bleach your skin. So they've painted this picture through what? Through ads. These are big brands that consistently push through ads. Even Coke, then when Coke did the campaign, share a Coke with a friend, that was a massive campaign. InDrive, if you're on YouTube, before you watch two videos, you're already seeing InDrive ad. And then even when you are annoyed with the ad, you still end up, once you got to a point when I saw the ad, I downloaded InDrive and I used it. So that's reach that that's the level of reach that organic post alone will not give you. So that kind of massive reach is something that organic post alone will not give you. So these are what's one of the importance or one of the core ways that ads build brands. They're remarketing and retargeting. Do you know that, let's say, for example, you sell products. Do you know that, or you have your product on any e-commerce website? Do you know that when people open your cart, let's say they add product to the cart and they didn't buy, you can retarget them. You can retarget them, show your ad back to them till they buy. That's something that paid ads or Facebook ad does. Have you not seen sometimes you think of maybe you basically type something on Google and then you are going on YouTube. You begin to see that ad over and over again. That's it. Because when you research or do anything online, the data is collected, and then when you run ads, you actually target the people that are actively seeking or searching for your product. And even people that have watched your video before, you can retarget them. So you're not leaving room for people to sleep on your product. Let's say, for example, I roll out a video. I'm currently working with a tech brand that want to host an event. So if right now we are even retargeting every single one person that are about to purchase the ticket but didn't buy. So we are even, because sometimes something can happen where you want to purchase a ticket and then you see that you are not able to purchase the ticket. Why? Because maybe there's a hold up or anything. So you're able to retarget using ads. Let me go quickly. Is my time up?
Your time is up. You have like 1 minute to wrap up.
Oh, okay. Okay, common mindset mistakes. If you don't, when you are running ads, don't say we want instant results, and then when one fails, that doesn't mean it doesn't work. And Facebook ads are definitely not expensive. The winning mindset: be patient. The algorithm needs time to learn. Be consistent. 1 week of ads won't build a brand. Be curious. Always test and learn. And how to run Facebook ads: define your goal, know your audience, create strong content, track, and optimize. That's all. Thank you very, very much. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am, for the opportunity. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so, so much.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry if I took more time. I hope I didn't take much time.
You're good. You're good. That was a very, very wonderful presentation. And thank you for your rendition at the beginning. I'm so proud of everything you're doing. Like, for me, this is the win. I say it all the time. I want our alumni to pass through our program and then go on and do big things and even bigger things. And thank you so much for coming to share with us. This is also like a learning curve for myself, right? I really learned a lot from your presentation. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm just trying to keep our event on time so that people who attend, even the other speakers and things like that, but this was really, really rich and super packed. I believe everybody here who is a business person, let me give you one final tip. When you come for a presentation, you should have a QR code on your last slide so that people can connect with you. That's a good tip. Let people connect with you. Let them, because now I want to reach out to Blessing. How am I going to reach out to her? It's for you to tell me, oh, this is how you reach out to me. Maybe this is a QR code to my LinkedIn, or this is my number, or however best you need to reach out. But if you want to reach out to Blessing, reach out to me and I'll make the connection, since she does not have the QR code on here. Or you can search for her name, right?
Oh, yes. My name is Blessed Omokaro on all social media platforms, Instagram and LinkedIn and Facebook.
All right. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Congratulations to you. Thank you. That was a beautiful presentation. So could you stop sharing your screen so I'll introduce the next speaker?
Yeah.
All right. Let me share my screen.
Has it stopped now?
I think I'm trying to share mine, so hopefully it would stop yours from sharing. So can you see my own screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Thank you so much. You guys didn't give some love emoji to our first speaker? I didn't see a lot of love. Are we managing the love? It's not easy. Oh. All right, let me go straight. Kehinde Onigbinde is a seasoned operations professional with a strong background in banking, logistics, and manufacturing. She currently serves as the Director of Operations at Associated Mineral Resource Limited, where she oversees efficiency, performance, and strategic growth. Known for her integrity, attention to detail, and commitment to excellence, Kehinde is passionate about leadership, continuous growth, and helping others show up as their best selves in life and work. With that, I'm passing it on to Kehinde. Thank you so much for being here. We are really honored to have you. The stage is
Thank
all
you.
yours. I think Blessing's screen is still sharing for some
Oh,
reason.
okay.
Yeah, could you stop? Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right. Kehinde, you have the
All
stage.
right.
You have the stage.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Coach Amaka. Good evening, Dr. Amaka. I'm so privileged to be here. This is the long anticipated opportunity to do this. Thank you so much. Thank you, ScholarUP Academy. I wouldn't be here without you, and this wonderful community. I am so grateful to you guys. Thank you so much. I celebrate everyone. And so today I'm speaking about the weight of waiting. As you behold, you become. And I know that in our lives, all of us have waited at some point in time. And, this morning I was brooding over this topic, and it just dawned on me that, before we were born, our mothers, our parents waited for us for 9 months. And, I guess the waiting started then. And I don't know the seasons in your own life that you have waited for. Maybe you waited for a job or for some breakthrough or, for, a project and all that. But my own waiting season was infertility. And I like to, share my story with everyone. I'm sure you have heard bits and bits over there, but 15 minutes is not enough to say all the story, but I'm just going to say something. Anyways, we started off in 2007. And as it is with everyone, everybody expects you all of a sudden after 9 months, where's the baby? Baby did not come. And so we started the journey. At first, it wasn't an issue, but after a while, you would see people that got married after me were like, what's happening? You guys, what's going on? People got married after me and they have their children almost immediately. And, like that, like that. And everything was just going on. Sometimes my mom would call and she would be trying to put me under some sort of pressure. And I wasn't under any pressure. At that time, I was in the bank. And I was like, this is not even on my mind at this point in time. And all of you are making a big fuss. But after 4 or 5 years, it wasn't happening. Okay, that's cause for concern. And so we started trying. And deliberately, we went to the doctors. Everybody would tell you unexplained infertility. Nobody is saying, oh, this is the issue. And as it is in Nigeria, any gathering, family occasions we went for, they were constantly reminding me, oh, maybe we went for something else, and there would be a reminder that, okay, there's something wrong with you here, lady. God will do your own. We're talking about something else. And Nigeria, you say, oh, God will do your own, reminding me that, okay, something was going on. And at some point, it felt very uncomfortable. And over the years, I hid myself. I didn't want to associate with people. And I even stopped celebrating my birthday. And, when each year, it was like, oh, what exactly am I celebrating? And so it becomes very heavy when you are waiting. And each time I tell people, when you see or meet someone that is waiting, don't ask questions, just listen. Because most times, especially in Africa, we have very few listeners. People don't listen, especially when they think, oh, maybe they have so much to say for you or they have advice. Lesson number one, we need to listen to people who are in pain, who are waiting. Sometimes we don't even want to hear the advice. You don't want to, hear, this is what you should do. No, just listen. It's not as if at that point that you're waiting, the person does not know what to do, but maybe you just want to get that weight off your chest. But, we need people to listen. In times of trouble, in times of need, we need to listen. Waiting is very painful. Waiting is very difficult. It is not an easy season for anyone waiting. But during that time of waiting, people should just, support. That is all anyone waiting needs. Support. If you don't know what to say, just be quiet. Support in prayer, quietly, or support with text message. Oh, I feel you. Oh, I understand you. Just kind words. I found out lately that in Nigeria, especially, we have lost touch with magic words. Oh, this simple, oh, I feel you, I love you, I appreciate you. We really don't say it so much, but when people are waiting, we need a lot of comfort. That is the wait. And so back to my story. Back in I think it was 2015 or thereabout, one of those times we went for treatment. And I'm very finicky with injections, So we did IVF, and so I had to give injections to myself. I administered those injections on my stomach and on my back. And, sometimes I wondered how I did it, but I did it. So fast forwarding back to ScholarUP Academy this year, each time Dr. Amaka would say, you have to have courage. And I would go back and I would remember those times that, I had to do it because what I wanted was more than my fear. What I desired superseded the pain and the discomfort. Oh, it's very painful to inject myself. It's very uncomfortable to turn my back and give myself injections, but I did it. And if I could do it, then any other thing is nothing. Any difficult thing, any fear is nothing for me. And so that is the courage that I brought to ScholarUP Academy this year. Remember, over the years, I had hidden myself. I had, forgone relationships, friendships. I didn't want to connect with anybody. And that was why, over 12 years, I was never on LinkedIn, maybe Instagram for a couple of years or thereabout. And that was why I met my mentor. And so when you are waiting, you can't do life alone. Waiting seasons, you need people. I thought I could do it by myself, but I couldn't. But thankfully, during COVID, 2018, I connected with my mentor. And we started talking about, waiting seasons. And, it was as if she woke up something inside of me. And I just wanted more out of life. My life is more than having a child. At some point, I had to get to the point where, if I did not have a child, my life was more important. And I needed to live my life and I needed to serve God, if it was going to happen or not. And so in 2021, I'm back to my story now. In 2021, finally, we went back for IVF and it was successful. After 5 months, imagine me, after waiting maybe about 11 or 12 years or thereabout. And so after that, after 5 months, I was throwing up a lot. That was the very first time I was pregnant. I was throwing up a lot. And after 5 months, my water broke and the baby came down and the baby died. And I thought it was a situation I was never going to come out of. When you are going through challenges, you feel that you are alone. But here's the truth. You are not alone. First of all, your maker, God, because I cannot not tell this story or say this story without acknowledging God. God is always with you. During that season, I felt I was going to die because, after waiting for so long, I get pregnant and then the baby dies. How do I explain it? What do I see? Fortunately, there was a prayer and fasting going on. I spoke with my mentor and she was like, are you fasting? Are you praying? Are you joining the prayers? How I went through that season, how I passed through it, till today, honestly, I don't know. But I know that God was with me and He held my hands through it. I was angry. I was upset. I cried a lot throughout the waiting season. It was months of discomfort, pain, tears, and, so much hurt. In fact, I was angry at the world, angry at everybody. Why is this happening to me? And the question somebody said one day was like, why not you? You are waiting. Why not you? There's a reason for your waiting. There's a purpose for it. I waited, ladies and gentlemen, for 15 years before my babies came. And God is in the story. Lately, I've been saying that to people. When you are waiting, God is in the story. God is in the story. I'll say it again. God is in the story. You can't wait without God. God is the only one that can give you succor, that can make, reduce or alleviate the pain and the hurt. And so in 2022, we went back again for the IVF, and to the glory of God, we came out successful with it. And by the end of the year, that year, my children came, and I have them, 2 of them twins. And, the challenge didn't end even after that. It was like I was facing a lot of things. At work, there were challenges here and there. And so, this year, 2025, I made up my mind. It's time to learn and to build something by myself. And anytime I'm saying the story, with Dr. Amaka, I know that my connecting with you on LinkedIn is not by accident. I always say it is divine. You woke up a lot of things inside of me that had slept. I didn't know I could even write. I didn't know I had a particular kind of thought pattern. I didn't know I could enter rooms and just be there. One of your sessions that you had with us, you said, comfort is good. Comfort is sweet. Oh, that's what you said. And you know that comfort cannot make you to be successful. And you also said that if you have to pay for access, pay for it. Despise free things. My husband always says, despise free lunch. And I used to tell him, what do you mean? And when you told me despise free things, and it hit me again, and I was like, okay, this makes sense. And so that's why I entered the rooms that I entered on LinkedIn. I came to LinkedIn with that resilience, that fighting spirit to build something new and something different and to learn from people. I sat there humbly in some rooms. It's not as if I did not know what to do. I didn't know what to say, but I sat very quietly and I was learning and building and learning and building. And so whatever it is that you're building, whatever it is that you're planning, any project, business, construction, yes, there will be hurdles. Yes, there will be waiting seasons. Yes, things may not even go as planned. But I need you to know that God is in the story. And any challenge that you're facing is to make you better, is to help you build character and to make you a better person so that, you can help other people pass through these kind of challenges that whenever you find them around you. And again, this year, I started meditating on a particular verse in the Bible, which was 2 Corinthians 3:18. And that's why I shortened it to as you behold, you become. What do you see as professionals, as business people, as entrepreneurs? What do you see? What do you see for your life, for your future? I'm referring to Pastor Dr. Amaka. Dr. Amaka has 40,000 followers on LinkedIn. No, 50 now. Yes, 50 now.
Jeez,
And
50.
she's a very renowned and professional coach online. What do you see? Yes, we admire Dr. Amaka. What do you see? Do you desire what Dr. Amaka has? If she can do it, you can do it. If it can happen for her, it can happen for you. And so I leave you on this note. As you behold, you become. As you look in the mirror every day, what is your desire for your life, for yourself, for your family, for your business? What do you see? How far do you want to go? As you behold, you become. If you see progress, you will get progress. If you see advancement, you will get advancement. If you see a negative thing, you will get a negative thing. And so this is my short story. It's a very long story. Maybe there'll be another time that I will complete the story. But I am leaving us with this word today, that no matter what is happening in your life, you have to wait for so long a time. God got me out of the waiting room. And if he did it for me, he can do it for you. Thank you for having me, Coach Amaka. I'm really grateful. I'm thankful to everyone in the ScholarUP community. Thank you so much for everything that you have done, especially you, Coach Amaka. I don't take it for granted. If not you, I wouldn't have met wonderful people. See, Mama Ibirunke, she's very supportive to me, and Brother Eremosele, and everybody in the group. I am so grateful to you. You woke up something inside of me that I thought was dead, and here am I today on my own journey, living the dream that I want. I know I'm not yet there, but I know that we're going to get there. Thank you so much. I love you. I
Thank you
celebrate you. Thank
so
you so
much.
much. God bless you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Kehinde. That was a heart, like, it took all the composure I had not to shed tears. Your story reminds me so much of my own, and thank you for the courage to share, right? It's not very comfortable sharing personal stories. People don't know that, but your stories are not yours to keep. Your stories are for other people to draw strength from. When I share my journey with cancer and recovering, and it's not because I want to keep talking about myself. It's because I want other people to, just as you said, if she can go through that and keep going, then I don't have an excuse. I have to keep going to myself. So thank you for coming today. Thank you for keeping to the time. Thank you for sharing these deep aspects of yourself with us. I'm sure that so many people will not forget. They will remember the journey. So I'm going to go on. I see Dr. Vicki. I've been panicking calling her. I was like, is she on the call? I don't want to introduce Dr. Vicki and she's not on the call. I know she's so busy today, but we are so grateful that she still made it to be here and all that. So I'm going to introduce her quickly and pass the mic over to her for her talk, and then we can hear what she has to tell us about purpose. All right. So Dr. Vicki Otaruyina, the elevation coach, in case you don't know that, she is the elevation coach. She's an ordained minister, award-winning purpose coach, 9-time author, and international speaker. She's the visionary behind the SOAR Blueprint, a framework that empowers faith-driven leaders to embark clarity, build confidence, and create lasting global impact. As founder and CEO of Divine Purpose Coaching and Divine Purpose Publishing, she equips leaders to align their brands and voices with purpose. She's also the co-founder of Otaruyina Global, a company dedicated to bridging Africa and the Caribbean through business, trade, and strategic partnerships. With her expertise in market expansion, her mandate is to pioneer cross-continental collaboration, breaking barriers in travel, trade, and economic opportunity. With a unique blend of marketing expertise, leadership insight, and divine calling, Dr. Vicki continues to raise up leaders who will not only succeed personally, but also shape industries and nations through purposeful impact. It's an honor to have this alumni that I'm so proud of in our midst. So Dr. Vicki, let me stop sharing and hand the stage over to you. Thank you so much. I know you are busy, and I know making it here today was an extra effort. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amaka. It's a pleasure to be here. I just rushed in from church, so it's in the evening here, but good night to everyone. It's such a pleasure to be presenting to you on the topic of elevating your purpose for global relevance. And I want to thank, I do not take it lightly, I want to thank Dr. Amaka for having me here. Being part of the alumni is very special to me. I'm going to start by sharing how I met Dr. Amaka or got involved as to be an alumni today. I am living in Barbados, but in April 2024, God said to me, you need to get onto LinkedIn and you need to begin to shout about what you do, who you do it for, and of course, who you are. So I started posting after 16 years of being on a platform and doing nothing, literally nothing. I was given that commission because it's part of my purpose. Part of the call that I have is to influence lives across borders. And if you want to influence lives across borders, you have to get on platforms, get into spaces where you can make contact with persons across borders. So I did my first challenge, and then I met Dr. Amaka's challenge, her professional elevation project. I want to call it project because it's not a challenge. It's just an experience. It's a transformational journey. And I decided to do her elevation challenge, and it shifted my life. It shifted my life in the sense that, yes, I got connected to persons, yes, throughout Africa and other regions, because one of the purposes or one of the calls that is on my life is to connect with persons in the African continent. So I needed to get on LinkedIn, and I needed to be part of these challenges that were being done by Africans, not by people in the Caribbean, because we aren't doing them in the Caribbean. But I needed to. So I got on the challenge, and her approach was so different from what I've seen. Her approach was so hands-on. Yes, hands-on, but more so, she took her time every single time to go through the post and to give recommendations and to give suggestions. And that really blessed my heart, because in challenges, you don't get that. And that really helped me not only to meet new people, but to elevate my professional brand. So I think I did it maybe 2 or 3 times, maybe. And I kept doing it because I saw the consistency. I saw the transformation. I saw how it was beginning to bring more confidence out of me. Yes, I think I'm a very confident person, but I think on that platform, there is a greater level of confidence that you need, because you're thinking, oh, it's only for certain professional women and professional men. But it was just transformational for me. So I want to thank her. I want to thank everyone that's on her team. It was a pleasure. So how does all of that fit into purpose? It fits perfectly into purpose, because when we talk about purpose, remember my topic today is let me get it correctly for you. It is elevating your purpose for global relevance. I'm going to tell you, when I first started out really building my personal brand, there is a message that God gave to me, and he said to me, you are called to impact lives across borders. You are called to, along with your husband, to create a bridge between Africa and the Caribbean. So if I am called to do that as my purpose, I have to get out there and be relevant globally. But let's talk a little bit about purpose first and foremost. We know that purpose is the reason for why we exist, and it is your competitive edge. So I want you to write down, purpose is my competitive edge. When you know who you are, why you are existing, who you are existing for, how you're supposed to impact those persons, the regions that they are from, you move with a greater confidence, you move at a greater level, and you have the competitive edge because nobody else is like you. I know we like to say, oh, this person is a digital marketer, and that person is a digital marketer. That person is specialized in Google. That person is also specialized in Google. So where do I fit? You fit in perfectly because you do not have the same blueprint as the same fingerprint as the other person. You do not have the same DNA as the other person. You do not have the same experiences as the other person. So you fit in quite well. And I want to remind you, purpose is your competitive edge. We have so many trends. You know, AI is all around. We hear about all the analytics. We hear about improving ourselves in AI and so on. But I want to tell you that clarity came into my life not out of AI, not out of my master's, not out of being recognized as an honorary doctorate. None of that came out of that. It started from a place where it started from a loss of a child or a child loss. In that moment, I realized the anxiety, the pain, all the mess. That could not be the ultimate meaning of my life. So I started on a journey of pursuing the purpose that I was created for. So if any of you on here serve God in any way, He is the one that I ran after to get my understanding of who I was created to be. And through a whole, I would say maybe 10 years, 9-10 years, He taught me a template. And I'm going to share that template with you. When we talk about purpose, first and foremost, we know the foundations, or we've heard the foundations of purpose. If you really want to know who you are, you go back to your childhood. You look at all the passions that you had, all the great things that you wanted to do. And these are actually the roots and foundations of what you're called to be. Life happens. So I want you to ask yourself today, what are some of the passions that I had as a child? When I was a child, I always wanted to be a businesswoman. I always wanted to be pretending that I'm on a cash register, doing all those things, not knowing that that was actually built inside of me, that today, the businesses that I have, it is actually part of me. I love them so much and I execute so much because they were actually placed inside of me. Some of the things that were placed inside of you, you have left behind. People have told you you talk too much. People have said, oh, why do you have to be the one that always have something to say? Because you are the one that will always have the solution and call to have the solution. So today, I want you to look back at your life a little bit, or if you're write it down, so you can go back to think the things that are the foundations from your past that were broken out of you, that were pushed out of you, that were stripped from you because somebody said something about you. I want you to go back to those things because some of those things will actually give you the edge that you're called to have. So today, I am a speaker. Today, I am a preacher. Today, teachers are no longer saying to me, why is it that when you come into the classroom, everybody starts moving, everybody has something to say? Because it's the atmosphere that I bring to the table. But then I shut down that atmosphere because a teacher is saying that it is wrong. She's writing it on my report as a negative. I'm getting a D for that sort of thing, when really and truly it was part of me, something that should have been molded, the leadership inside of me, the ability to speak, the ability to shift atmospheres for people. And now today I am doing that because I had to go back to my past and ask God to realign me with who He actually created me to be. So we have the things like passions, the skills that we've learned over the years, the experiences that we've been through. I've not lived in Venezuela just for being in Venezuela. I speak Spanish. I've been born in the Caribbean, but I've also lived in Venezuela. I've studied in the USA. I didn't do all these things because I didn't have anything to do. They were part of my journey that today, when I am asked to translate anything as it relates to the church, as it relates to medicine, because I'm also a technical translator, as it relates to legal stuff, I'm able to do it because I've been through those experiences, not for them to be wasted. So what are you wasting today? What are the things that you're wasting today that you have experienced, the places you have gone? And sometimes they will not be rosy places, but they're places because there is something inside of you. What about the book that you are called to write? I was writing for 9 years just out of my journey of loss. And I said, you know what? I'm getting better. I'm seeing some miracles. I'm seeing some transformations in my life. I'm just going to write and talk about all these things. This is my competitive edge. I'm going to write about all these things so that my children, when they come along, they can see what mommy's been through and what God has done. And at the 9th year, God said to me, it is time to publish your book. In my mind, I thought there was just one book to write, but out of that 9 years came 9 books. I haven't written in a while, but out of that 9 year came 9 books. Out of loss came 9 books. In that journey, God said to me, he had to die that you might live. Yes, Jesus had to die, but my son, he had to die that I would have a story. He had to die that I would be here today. He had to die that I can be called the elevation coach, because I never remained in the same place, but I elevated out of every pain. I elevated out of every position. I elevated into purpose. And that's what God is calling you to do. And we're going to get to the global conversation. I think I have about a minute. We're going to get into the global conversation.
And we have 1 minute. Yes. Well, that is so interesting.
So when we talk about going global now and purpose, and elevating your purpose for global relevance, one of the things that I had to ask myself is not why I'm called, but who am I called to? Remember, I talked about the Caribbean and Africa, but who am I called to? What am I called to do in their lives, and how do you expect me to do it? So then I began to pull together all my experience. When God told me you were called to have a summit that will bring people together, I began to pull all my experiences of working in the event company, working in the conference center. I realized that God was actually building me to create something that will impact the globe. So what's important for you in all of what I'm saying? It's not only why you've been created, but who were you created for? What solution in the earth, not necessarily your community, not your home, not your family, but in your nation, in your region, in your territory, in your continent, what specific transformation am I the answer for? What specific question am I the answer for? What specific problem am I the solution for? Because as long as you are here under Dr. Amaka, you are called to bring transformation globally. You are called for a global solution, and you're the answer to a global problem or global question. So I want you, as I close, to pursue that mindset, pursue those questions. What am I here for? Why am I here? Who am I here to change? What international bodies am I here to influence? And how will I get it done? Look back at all that you've been through, and God will package it into something beautiful, because purpose is your competitive edge. God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vicki. That was energy on the highest level. Thank you so much. That was really that blessed me. It truly, truly blessed me, and I love it. Purpose is our competitive edge. We have to have the courage. Even if you're afraid, do it afraid. You just need courage. Just keep going, keep moving forward. Thank you so much. Coach Vicki is part of the advisory board of ScholarUP, and it's an honor to have her here going past through the alumni, now part of the conference that we are planning, which is what I'm going to talk about. I'm just going to give if you have a question or two, you can put it in the chat while I give the announcement so we don't keep people for too long. So if you have any question, whether for Dr. Vicki, for Blessing, for Kehinde, I'm going to check the chat while I talk briefly about our upcoming conference as we begin to wind down. Thank you everyone for being so conscious of the time. I truly, truly appreciate that. That is so appreciative that people were conscious of the time. All right, let me share this. So if you're not aware, we have our conference coming up in November, the Ascension. You know, all our things is about elevation. We are going higher. We don't do anything on ground level. It's always flying, right? So the Ascension ScholarUP Global Conference 2025. We're trying to reach 50,000 people across the globe. And we're doing it powered by an admin of 20 people scattered around the world. We have our project manager in the UK. We have Coach Vicki She's in Barbados. We have Augusta in France, and so many other people all over the place. We are putting this conference together, and it's November 22nd and 23rd. It's going to be online, and it's going to be streamed across platforms. So it will be streamed on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Facebook. All of the platforms will be streaming live on that day, right? So if you've not registered, this QR code should take you straight to the registration. You can scan and register so that you get updates about the conference. I don't want you to miss out. If you miss the Ascension, you want to enter 2026 on that high note, right? So make sure you register. If you've not done that, please make sure you register. And then another important announcement I want to drop. As a side attraction for the Ascension, we are going to have 2 contests. And this contest is really to elevate people beyond just words. I know, yes, you can empower people with words, but sometimes you also want to empower people who go out of their way to win a contest. So we're going to have a speaking contest. Come to the mic. This week, look out on my page. I believe all of you here are connected to me somehow, because if you saw this event, that means you connected to me, maybe on LinkedIn or you saw it somewhere. So look out on this week. I'm going to be posting. We have a fundraiser that we are trying to use to raise money to pay for the cash prizes of this contest, which I'm going to post tomorrow. Then after that, we'll open the forms for registration. So the speaking contest and then the AI and tech business pitch. Feel free to register if you feel like any of this fits to you. You're going to win cool money. But beyond the money you win, you're going to be exposing yourself to a global audience. It's you stretching yourself out of your comfort zone, right? It's all about the comfort zone we are talking about. So if you're a young person, you don't know, even if you're old, or if you fit into any of these, we are not discriminating at all. We are going to be taking in the applications, we'll screen them, then we'll have the final contestants for both of these contests. So look out for that information. I'm so excited about this. So the Come to the Mic is going to happen on November 22nd, which is the first day of the conference. And then the AI and tech business pitch is going to be on November 23rd, which is the day we'll wrap up the contest and the people will get their prizes and their awards and all that cool stuff. So I'm going to stop sharing. That's that from my end. I will look at the chat to see if there is any question or if there's anybody who has something burning in their hearts that they want to say for 1 minute. Okay, I see a question. Whose question? Who are you asking this question? Is it Dr. Vicki? I suppose it's Dr. Vicki. So Pius says, if your dreams, ambitions, okay, if your dreams and ambitions, let me guess that's what you're saying. If your dreams and ambitions scare you, what should you do? What should you do? Dr. Vicki,
Sure.
if your dreams and your ambition, I will tell you that all of us who are chasing these dreams, it scares the hell out of us, but we do it anyway. But Dr. Vicki, I'm going to pass it to you.
Thank you. I love what Dr. Amaka said. You do it anyway. So there are dreams and ambitions that have scared me for all of like 2 seconds. Why just 2 seconds? Because I have this deep understanding and belief that as long as I have that dream, to get it executed, it's already been built inside of me. I don't believe that the thoughts that I have to do great things and the passions to bring transformation, like one of the passions that I have is to build a massive school in India because of the many dreams that I've had about children on the streets. I've seen children on the streets in Venezuela. It's horrible. Children that are it's horrible. And I had this dream of creating schools across those 2 continents. And I believe that it will happen because there's no reason that I was sent there to see that, but to hurt me like that and it not happen. So I know that the things that I desire, the dreams that I have, the passions that I have were actually crafted inside of me before we were born. So it's for me to take the smallest steps moving forward, whatever that small step is, but take it moving forward. Even if that step is to pray, you have to take that step in moving forward, because all of us have these types of scary ambitions, but we do it anyway. So it's possible because it's been built in you. That means you already have everything that is inside of you to actually execute it. So you start just moving, smallest way possible, moving forward.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Vicki, for providing that context. And that is so true. All of the things I do and I continue to do, they scare me. Tomorrow I'm going to put out a fundraiser for the first time in my life, and it scares the hell out of me. When I had cancer and people wanted to do fundraising for me, I didn't want that because it's very un-African, to be very honest. It's something that in Africa, people like, oh, no, 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 we don't want that. But eventually we have to chase those dreams, not for our own sake, right? I have to tell myself that the things I'm doing, the things that God have laid in my heart, if I keep thinking about what will people say, how will they feel, will somebody do this, then I'm not going to achieve that goal. So we just have to keep trying. We have to keep pursuing those goals. So keep an eye out. We have a lot of things rolling out. Connect with each other. This is a networking environment. You see the names of the people that are here. These are the people you want to connect with on LinkedIn. These are the people you want to make your friends. Most of you are in our alumni community already. Maybe just a few guests are here who are not like part of ScholarUP. But when I go through the names, I realize that a good majority of the people here are our alumni community, but you really want to connect and move forward. Professor Roxana is asking a question about advertising. Prof, I'm going to connect you to Blessing so that you can ask her the question on WhatsApp. I believe. I don't know if Blessing is still here. If you could quickly answer Prof's question.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
I'm here.
You saw the question, right? Do
Okay,
you need
let
me
me.
to read it to you? It
Okay.
says, her question is about advertising and directed to Blessing. What do you think about Google advertising as compared to Facebook advertising? So Google and Facebook.
Okay. Facebook, it's the major differences between Google and Facebook is for Google, people that actively want to buy, so your ads reach those people. Let's say you want to buy something, and that's what you go to Google. How do I do this, or how do I go about this? For Facebook, Facebook is a social media platform. Google is not a social media platform. Facebook is a social media platform where people actually come to connect, not just to come and buy. So the
Right.
advertising for Google is quite different. The advertisement on Google platform is quite different for the Facebook platform. The content that will drive sales for Google platform is different from the content that will drive sales for Facebook platform. If you want to ask more, you can reach out to me so that I don't take much time here.
All right. Yeah, I can make the connection too between the both of you. But both of you are still on the alumni group, so you could easily, talk more on that and see how you can move forward. So thank you so much, everyone. We are over by just 10 minutes, which is not too crazy. So that makes me happy. I'm trying to break the jinx that Africans cannot keep to time. Dr. Augusta is listening to me when we are putting together our events. Dr. Augusta is telling me, will this time be enough? Like, I'm trying to break that jinx that we can actually come together, have an impactful event in a timely manner without dragging it all out. This is beautiful, Augusta. She's the senior executive administrator at ScholarUP. Augusta is my right hand. She's the person that she does a lot of things behind the scene. Thank you for joining us here. Thank you for being here. I'm going to upload this to our YouTube, and then I'll send a link to the registrar. And if you want to review all the powerful lessons that have been shared here, so you can have access to that and you can watch it again. Look out for the episode 3, right? Look out for episode 3. It will be somewhere around this time in November. You will still get that information. You'll still be able to register. And of course, we have other events at ScholarUP, right? We love to do stuff. We like to create these spaces where people can really push beyond their comfort zone and make a difference. Thank you so much for joining us today. I don't take it for granted that almost all of you who came in today have still been here. If you want to join our LinkedIn Elevation program, reach out to me so that you can become a part of the alumni community, right? So that's like the point of entry. You can go through the LinkedIn Elevation program and you can become a part of that. If you want to connect with anybody that spoke and you don't know how, feel free. I'm the connector. Just call me a bridge, right? Tell me you want to connect with Dr. Vicki, you want to connect with Kehinde, you want to connect with Blessing. I love to connect people. That's what I do for a living, right? That's my payless job, the job that I do that nobody pays me for. But I really enjoy to do that. I like connecting people so that they can make progress and work together. So I'm going to end it right here. God bless you all for showing up. Let me stop my recording. Recording resume. Right, so that I can just take a screenshot. My Biranka looking beautiful. ScholarUP Academy got an award yesterday. Do you know I didn't share that news? We are yet to share it. You know, in the LinkedIn local events that happened yesterday in Lagos, I got an award. ScholarUP also got an award. So my Biranke and Emeka went to represent us and a couple of other people. So be expecting our post. We are so excited. God
Yeah.
made it possible.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We are going global. Mama, we are going global. Global teams. Is that all the people that are coming to take pictures? All right, so now I get the picture on recording so I can take a screenshot of it later. Let's smile. Do a cutesy smile. Thank you so much. Thank you. Paul is coming on board. Like, Paul, this is your dark place like this. God will let there be light. Let there be light, and there was light. I'm going to send the picture along with the recording to all the attendees so that you see our family that came together to have this episode. Okay, smile. Smiling things. Ooh, Colin, thank you for joining us. Colin is going to be one of our speakers for our event. So I'm happy that he's connecting to ScholarUP. He's kind of getting the vibe of what we do. Thank you so much for coming. So let's smile. Good. I have the picture. I'm going to take a screenshot of it. All right. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate your presence. God bless you. See you at the top. See you at the top. Bye-bye.